Leo Atang. Which colour do you like, Leo? I always give the guests the opportunity to choose what they like.
Red.
I like it. Red and blue always looks nice together. The Spider-Man combo, according to Joel Joyce.
That's it. That's why I did it.
Leo, lovely to meet you. Heavyweight, Matchroom's newest signing. Talk to me. I need to get to know as much as I can about you because I've heard so much about you. But I'm going to start. Where's your surname from? Atang?
Atang, Cameroon.
Right.
Yeah. So my dad's from Cameroon. And then, obviously, my mum's white, but mixed race.
Okay, yeah. No, I was saying, is your dad, is there some Chinese links to your dad somewhere?
Nah, not even.
Nah.
Because my brother, I don't think I look like my brother.
Really?
My brother's got wider eyes than me. I don't know.
I've heard some good stories about you. Like I said, I haven't seen any of your work. You're 18, a baby. Why pro so early, Leo?
I thought I was a youth as an amateur, and I still had another year, and I wasn't getting fights, and I didn't want to go a year without activity. So I thought, let's do this. Let's get the experience while I can, whilst I'm young, and then I can take it on early as possible into them big fights.
That drive, then, where does that come from? Because most people think, okay, if I got stay on GB, go and do the Olympics, I get a medal, I get a massive signing on fee, and I'm going to be like, I'm going to be like that cream of the crop that they're going to want to take. But you've just sort of like said, no, let's try it this way.
I think for me, it was more of a wanting to learn on the job.
Okay, like the apprenticeship?
Yeah, that's it. So, like, learn on the job, and then I was obviously speaking to Sonny and stuff. He explained why it's a good idea, why it's better to learn early, because then when it comes to it later on in my life, when 23, 24, like I've had all these years as pro experience.
So sparring then, we like to hear about sparring experiences. I know sparring is sparring, I get it. It doesn't necessarily translate into the actual ring, into your professional fights, but it gives us a little bit of knowledge around your experience. Who have you shared the ring with?
Yeah, I sparred with Dave Allen, Pat Brown, Chris Billham-Smith, Vidal Riley, like some big names in the cruiser and the heavyweight division.
So your weight as well, because I was saying it to Sonny and I said it to you when I came in. You look like more of a Muhammad Ali, a lighter heavyweight, not the the massive bulldozers that we see. But granted, you're only 18, but you're a lighter heavyweight, still a heavyweight, but a lighter one.
Yeah, so around 103 kilograms at the moment. Well, that's what I was this morning. But there's plenty of room to grow, and that we thought with cruiserweight, what's the point of me shaving off 13 kilos for me at 18 when I'm not going to get any smaller, am I? So we almost made the jump and thought, right, let's send it now, and let's go for the heavyweights.
So your style then, I shouldn't really make assumptions, but I'm going to say because you're lighter, are you lighter around the ring? I just want to see how you fight, so give us a little bit of a, ballpoint figure about your style.
I've got fast hands, fast feet, my IQ. Like, I use my skills in the ring. I don't just rely on strength and power. Like, I know that I've got strength and power, but I don't rely on it, and when I hit people, they'll know about it.
I like that. So a powerful heavyweight, fast hands. We had Delicious Ori that obviously started off his career. God knows what he's doing now. Are you two in the same... What gym are you in, actually?
I'm in York Legions. I've sparred Delicious.
Okay, okay. And he had that pressure. The only reason why I'm speaking about him is come from, obviously, GB, but he went to the Olympics. I get that. Older than you as well. But I spoke to him post-fight. I spoke to him before and after his fight. And he had these expectations. And after he finished the fight, he just wasn't happy.
No.
You could see that, and it's on interviews, it's everywhere, it's all over the internet. Do you take anything from like new professionals and sort of like their experiences and, I don't know, try and learn from mistakes that you haven't made yet, if that makes sense?
Yeah, like I see the mistakes they make and try not to do them, but at the same time I understand he's got pressure on him. He's gone to the Olympics, he's like the golden boy, and so that pressure takes its toll. So I almost think to myself, don't put pressure on yourself, just go in there, enjoy yourself. You're young. You're only going to get one debut, so I won't swear, but what everyone else says, and just ignore them all.
So your attitude then, it'd be stupid for me to say that you're not going to feel nerves. You're on this show, Matchroom show, new signing. We've heard about you. We don't know anything about you. How do you deal with that pressure then, Leo?
It's a lot on your shoulders, definitely. But at the same time, I know that they haven't just picked a random person. They've put me here for a reason. They've obviously watched my performances and think, yeah, we can make something of this kid. And so I can't wait to prove that to everybody else who doesn't know about me.
When you think you settle in and you start to relax, and this is something that I mentioned to Sonny as well, look, I know it's miles away, but because you're so young, I remember Moses Atang started at the same time. He was young as well. And look where he is now. Look at what he's doing. Look at the pace, the way he's been managed, the way he's been promoted. And you saw his performance on the weekend. Difficult sometimes to match these heavyweights up when they're punchers.
Yeah.
Something which you've said that you've got as well. When you look at somebody like Moses and yourself, that eventually, it's a collision course, it's going to happen. Yes, I know you're fresh in it, but when you look at those and you look at the horizon of heavyweights, what goes through your mind?
It's exciting. It's knowing that it's never going to be a boring division. You know, there's big fights out there all the time and big opportunities all the time to impress and also for the fans, you know, big fights for the fans to enjoy. Like I take my hat off to Atang, you know, he's coming early and he's almost paved the way for other young fighters to come in early and make a way for themselves. Maybe I'm not going to be jumping in, calling out the fastest heavyweight world champion. I know that because I've got a lot of growing to do, a lot of maturing physically and mentally. But at the same time, who knows, down the line it could happen.
It definitely could happen. Another thing as well, that I'm of the Derek Chisora, the Tyson Fury, the Dillian White. That's when I really started to knuckle down David Haye. And you look at these guys, and one thing they've got is personality. I know you're fresh in the game. Sometimes we can get caught up in the skill.
Yeah.
And then you don't let your personality out. Is there anything about you, your personality, that you think is going to blend? I don't know why you're giggling. You're making me giggle. Anything about you personally that you can transcend, transfer over into the boxing?
You know, you wouldn't even, if you spoke to me in the street, you wouldn't even think I'm a boxer. I'm just a happy, friendly guy. Like, I don't know. I like to just make people happy. That's all I care about.
Really? So you're a bit of a... What was you like at school? Was you a bit of a class clown?
Nah, you know, I wasn't too bad. I just struggle with concentrating, but I wasn't too bad.
Okay. I think a lot of fighters are like that, aren't they? They just can't keep still.
You know, it got to a point early in school, yeah, I messed about, but then got to a point late in school, obviously I'm boxing, and I was just like, I couldn't even be bothered messing about. I was too tired.
Wow.
All the time.
Anything that you've got as a hobby that you like doing outside of boxing?
Oh, no.
I'm digging now. Not any dodgy websites, don't tell me about that.
Nah, don't worry about it.
But anything, what do you like to do? Somebody your age, what's your thing?
Oh, genuinely, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I literally just box all the time.
Is it that religious?
I'll go out with my mates and stuff in cars and that, but other than that, like, we don't really do it. I just box.
You really are focused. It's
Yeah.
all right because like I said, listening to yourself, listening to Moses, the same kind of mentality. You're focused. You're 100% focused on this. He's mentioned that he's gone on holiday and all he's thought about was boxing. So I get it. It's like you're getting married to the sport.
Yeah, you're slightly obsessed with it.
I like that because you know what? Obsession always beats talent.
No.
Never forget that. The more you focus on something, the more you'll get it. So what can we expect from you on your debut? Because we're getting a cue now and I'm getting the side eye.
Oh, here we go.
And I don't have to start punching people up at the press conference.
I'll back you.
I like it.
Just expect an exciting performance. You know, we're going to put a lot of bums on seats and get ready for it. It's going to be a long journey, but I hope you all enjoy the ride.
Listen, I'm looking forward to it. I heard good stuff about you. All the best. I'll be there fight night. And yeah, we'll catch up again.
Thank you very much.
People say I'm toxic, and honestly, I don't care.